friends, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Lindsay, and in today's video, I'm gonna take you along on the first 3 home tours in our Seattle home search. Let's get into it. Happy Valentine's Day! This video is going live on Valentine's Day, so I hope you're having a great celebration of love and friendship with your friends and family. My mama sent me a beautiful floral arrangement. It's too gorgeous not to share with you. I'll pop in a photo right here. Isn't that stunning? It looks like wedding flowers. So gorgeous. So thank you, Mama, for spreading a little joy, and I hope that you are finding some ways to celebrate the love today on Valentine's Day. My fiance Travis and I have been renting a home together in a neighborhood in Seattle when we got engaged over the summer, and we're looking to find a place to call our own. We are totally open to fixer-uppers and just eager to get off Zillow and into some homes. Although this is a super competitive market, we were able to find 3 homes that we were excited to get out and see. The first one we saw on a school night, raced out to take a look at it, and of course I brought my camera. Let's take a look at this one. Oh, bumpy camera work. Hey guys, we are in the car and heading out to see some homes today. So excited. So I'm gonna insert some footage really quickly of the home that we saw last night. It is very cute. We'll make a beautiful home for somebody, but unfortunately I think it's just a little too small. Let me show you what I mean. Now this first home I like to call the cozy farmhouse. It's definitely one of the smaller homes, thus the cozy. It's only 1,070 square feet, but it does have 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms. So we thought maybe it would work even though it's small. It's really about seeing the footprint and the overall layout of the home to see if it will make sense for the way that we live and want to set up our space. This house had a really nice entry space. I loved how you kind of walked in and curved around. There's a little bedroom on the main floor, which was a little bit of an awkward placement to have a bedroom right off the entry like that. It almost made me wonder if in the past that room was used as a dining room or some other living space. Then you kind of go around the stairs into the main living space. The living room is a nice, good size area. It doesn't have a fireplace, which was kind of a bummer. We'd love to find a place with a fireplace. That's definitely not a deal breaker though. This particular place had a good sized kitchen, but for some reason it didn't have a hood in the kitchen. We do a lot of cooking. I should say Travis does a lot of cooking. I need to cook more, but we definitely need a functioning kitchen. With as much cooking as we do, we would definitely need a hood. So we were concerned that this kitchen might not be super usable right off the bat when moving in. It definitely needs updating. The countertops are ancient. The color story is all wrong. And honestly, I think the cabinets could use some updating as well. I'd love to either strip the paint or replace them entirely. That would be a down the road kind of thing that we would have to save up for when planning a kitchen remodel. The weirdest part about this home were the upstairs bedrooms. It was tiny. This is really the spot where you take a home that's just over a hair over 1,000 square feet, 3 bedrooms. Those bedrooms are going to be very small, and that's really the problem in this house, I guess I would say. It's a fantastic location. It's got a lot of potential for further development of square footage in the home. It's got a passable yard. It's got some great modern updates in some areas, especially the exterior of the home. I love a home with curb appeal, but the real problem here was the upstairs bedrooms. There were those sort of sloped ceilings in that attic-y kind of space. The stairs were a little precarious, steep getting upstairs in the first place. The rooms were just very small. I mean, probably something that you'd want to put a twin bed in, which is definitely not what we're looking to use that extra square footage for. We want to have an office space. We want to have a guest room that's comfortable for anyone to visit, and we definitely want to have a bathroom that's big enough to turn around in. We don't need a huge space. We're not going to get that in Seattle for the price point that we're looking in and the area that we're looking in, but we just want a bathroom that's large enough. It could always be updated down the road. This one was built in 1907, so it's got high ceilings and great turn-of-the-century details. It's listed at $639,000, which gives you a little bit of an idea what you can get in Seattle for that amount. We were trying to initially stay between $500,000, $600,000, but once we started looking around, of course, budget creep starts to happen as you find things that are so close to your budget. It's on a corner lot, which is fantastic. It's got real curb appeal thanks to some exterior updating, and although it's small, 750 square feet of unfinished basement space could be developed in the future, which would dramatically increase the size of this home. It's got a 1-car detached garage, and we don't really need more than that here in Seattle. As long as there's access through the alleyway or parking on the street in front of the house, we can easily utilize that and then reserve that small garage space for a workshop. You know, we are into that DIY. You might have heard my Home Goals 2021 video. We invested in some tools, and we're definitely excited to make whatever home that we purchase our own through some fantastic builds and DIY projects. So we definitely are looking for a garage space, but not for car storage. It's definitely going to be more for storage and a workspace. It had a little deck for entertaining, a small yard, pretty much as we would need. So that's home number 1, our cozy farmhouse. It's got a lot of great, cute updates, beautiful aesthetic modernizations that make it a very lovely home. However, I just think altogether the layout and the square footage is just a little awkward for what we're looking for. We're heading now to see probably the one that I'm the most excited about, if I'm being honest. It's 1580 square feet, 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, and it does have some updating. Let's go check it out. The next home on the list is the one I like to call the mid-century redesign. Now, this house was built in 1950 and it's got a very 1950s vibe. It's been updated, the exterior, it's got kind of that farmhouse aesthetic fence on the front yard, which is quite nice. The home was full of a lot of mid-century furniture, which was really nice to see. Although the living space wasn't huge, it was definitely a comfortable room. I would love to redo the facade of that fireplace. The kitchen definitely, I think, left something to be desired in this home. That's the big kicker. I think that we would really want to do some remodeling in the kitchen. This is another 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom home. It's a little bit more the size we're looking for. This one's 1,580 square feet, so a great size for the 2 of us, our 2 dogs, and possibly growing into the home once we try to start a family. It's got refinished hardwood floors. It's close to a beautiful park. Listed at $624,000, this home has a lot of great potential. It's in a great location. Love some of the updates that they made throughout the home. I think the problem, just the combination of a kitchen that desperately needs a remodel plus a yard that's not really dog friendly right now, the 2 huge projects at once would feel a little daunting moving into a space like this. Deck in the back, which we like, but no yard at all. The previous homeowners must not like mowing grass because underneath the deck where they could have had grass, they just paved all of it. So it's not really a yard space. We would really need to jackhammer all that up, maybe rework the deck, and even possibly transition the positioning of the garage to maximize the yard space in a home like this. And that really became the biggest obstacle, I think, as we were looking at this home. Let's move on to the 3rd and final home in this episode of our little house hunting adventure in Seattle. This is the one I like to call the Craftsman Bungalow. Built in 1927, this Craftsman style home has had a lot of updating in the last several years. It's 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, and although the home's a little bit smaller, the yard more than makes up for it. Okay, so now that we've seen that home, we have one more that we're gonna look at today, and I'm interested to see what this one looks like in person. This home is 1,130 square feet and is listed for $635,000. It's got a super cute front end with a little porch and a picket fence, beautiful trees in the front yard. It's very welcoming. This house is located a little bit farther south in our target neighborhood, so we're definitely taking a chance on this one, but the yard made us want to go see this place. I love 20s architecture, and this home definitely reflects some of that aesthetic. Built in 1927, it's got tall ceilings, it's got some great details and original doors, things that make this a really charming space. It's got a really wide, updated galley kitchen, and it's definitely not what we would have selected if we were updating this space, but I could get down with the dark black granite. It opens up into this space, there's the front door, and it's a little narrow. It's got some bedrooms, of course, 3 beds, 2 baths in this home. Here's a single twin bed. Love the louvered doors, but a very small bedroom. Nice hallway. This is the real problem. This main bathroom is tiny. Stand-up shower, barely enough space to move around in. This room is set up as a nursery, so again, a very small space when thinking about getting a queen-size bed or even a full in there. And then here's the master, which is just enough space. This open closet's a bit odd. Storage here for like components, electrical and otherwise. And then the bathroom's actually a really nice space. You've got a tall, skinny dresser here, so there's definitely not space for Travis and my dresser like we have in our rental, unfortunately, in this home. So it's pretty tight in most spaces, except this main bath here is a very nice size. The kitchen, again, great size, something we can live with for a while until we want to update it. I love that the cabinets go all the way to the ceiling. That's always my preference in any home. Little nook area, and then this back door leads out to this fabulous backyard. We would take out this like child's toy area, but love the garden space. And here we've got a washer dryer in the closet off the kitchen. Super convenient. We don't need a big room for it. And again, a really sweet house. This home had a very spacious and updated kitchen, a huge yard with tons of potential for kind of developing over time. We could even consider an add-on to this home at a later date because the yard is so huge. You could extend the entire house out to one side and you wouldn't feel like you were losing any yard space. On top of all that, there was a huge garage. I believe it would fit 2, maybe even 3 cars inside. It also had a big workspace. Again, we probably wouldn't park cars in it. We'd probably use it for a home gym and a workshop and an art studio kind of workspace. This was a dream home for that scenario. We're just at the beginning of our home search. These were the first 3 homes that we saw here in Seattle, and we're really starting to understand how competitive the market is right now. We have seen a bunch more after the ones that I showed you today, so if you like videos like this, make sure to hit the thumbs up, and I'll throw in a couple more episodes if you want to follow along on our little journey to home ownership. And make sure to subscribe so you don't miss any future content here on the channel. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this little tour of homes on the market here in Seattle and coming along on the process as we try to find our dream home as a newly engaged couple. Until next time, I challenge you to find one meaningful change you can make in your space this week, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye, my friends.